Okay, hello out there. Ken Wright. I'm here in Guadalupe Vineyard with Joylin and Mark, and we're talking about our special wine club offerings this spring. And as you can see by the size of the bottles we have in our hands, this is the club for giants. This is the celebration club when you have more than just yourself around to enjoy the wine. We love doing oversized bottles. It's a hassle in the winery. It is because nothing is really made for magnums. The machinery is made for normal 750 ml bottles, so we have to stop and drop and do to take care of the bottling of these. They take special closures, etc. They're waxed. They have a waxed top, so it's kind of a hassle. But we love the way wine ages in these larger formats because essentially, as you can see, the top of the bottle, it's the same amount of oxygen coming into the bottle, but twice the volume of wine. So aging kind of gets extended double. You can almost count on the life of the wine being almost double by just based on volume. And that slow maturation is great because it's that point in time when the wine is at its perfect maturity is a very long, extensive time, which is very cool. I love buying magnums myself, enjoying them. I think it's great format. So anyhow, this is our celebration club for those of you who agree with what I just said. And, so, and then so today we have Guadalupe Vineyard here first, and that's where we're standing, as I mentioned. We've been with Guadalupe since started in 1992. In 1992. And Joel Myers, who's been the vineyard manager since then, he helped plant the vineyard, came knocking on my door in 1992 saying, "You really need to try this fruit in this vineyard." And I kept saying no because I thought I was projected to be completely full in my facility. I had no room. But he ended up coming by in the very middle of harvest with a flatbed truck with bins of fruit on the back of that flatbed. And he made me stop and come up onto that flatbed and taste that fruit, and it was remarkable. It was nuclear. It's really beautiful. And then he looked at me and said, "You want it now, don't you?" And I said, "Yes, Joel, I do. I want that fruit." And so that was our first fruit from Guadalupe. We've been with the vineyard ever since. And in 2010, we actually leased the entire site. It's 41 acres in total. And so we've been farming that. And so Joel has been working in concert with Mark in keeping this vineyard healthy and productive and special, which it is. And so it's been a wonderful um, journey with this site. It did, in fact, though, it was completely devastated by phylloxera back in the late 90s. It had to be completely replanted, and it was kind of a restart. But now here we are so many years later, 25, 6, 7 years later, and we're back in business. So that's Guadalupe. Um, Joylin has Hershey.
Hershey.
So Hershey would be in the Yamhill Carlton district with John and Linda. A beautiful site, beautifully farmed. And this is a blend of all of our blocks in Hershey Vineyard, which comprises about four clones anyway. Pomard, Vaidensville, 667, 777, and a beautiful wine. Its placement, where the vineyard is located, is at just the right elevation, just the right exposure. The wines tend to be pretty big wines, year over year. And of course, Mark has Shea Vineyard, which we've been with since '92 as well. So long-term relationships, on all of these sites, big time. And so this is the bottling of Shea, again from the blend of the blocks, the various blocks we have at Shea. Um, Quite a few now. In fact, we have most. I think we have 20 acres of Shea in total. When you add all of our blocks together, we're the largest purchaser of fruit from the site. Um, we love Shea. Shea's interesting. It's what I think has drawn people to it over the years is the wine rides the rail between both blue and red fruit in such a beautiful and harmonious way. You see some of each of those qualities, and there's a seamlessness to the texture of that wine that is stupidly attractive. It's gorgeous. The texture of it is just fantastic. And so these are all really different. Guadalupe, by the way, so you can see that guy right here with the hat. Yeah, that hat is the has the logo for the Yamhill Carlton AVA, like my hat does. And it's there because there was one mistake that was made when in the AVA process that was significant, and it was this one. This should have been included in the Yamhill Carlton AVA. It is marine sediment. It belongs to Yamhill Carlton. Behind me, as you look up the ridge line, up the hill, that's the Dundee Hills, and that's volcanic. And so the Dundee Hills, their profile is driven by their basalt, their volcanic rock, their mother rock. Here, it's not. It doesn't exist. This is the last property that is marine sediments before you hit the Dundee Hills. So that was the only mistake really made in that process. So this is me letting everybody know that it really belongs in the Yamhill Carlton district. And yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Ken. This is your 2024 Spring Celebration Club. So we have our 2021 Guadalupe Vineyard, 2021 Hershey Vineyard, and 2021 Shea Vineyard. Thank you, guys.